Delays and cancellations as Channel Tunnel services resume. 11 Eurostar services through the Channel Tunnel have been cancelled on Sunday, as delays continue following Saturday's closure of the tunnel after a lorry fire. Eurostar said 6 services due to leave London have been cancelled. Some services have resumed, but passengers have reported long delays at both ends of the tunnel. At least 12,000 passengers were affected when the tunnel was closed for most of Saturday. Eurostar confirmed trains started moving through the tunnel again about 11:30 GMT, but at a reduced speed, and only one of the 2 tunnels is open. The services cancelled from London are the 14:04, 15:31, 17:04, 18:04, 18:31 and the 20:04, all times GMT. The train operator is also cancelling the 16:43 and 18:43 from Paris, and from Brussels the 15:56, 17:56 and 18:56 services have also been cancelled. Passengers should expect delays of up to 2 hours from when they board a running service, Eurostar said. Meanwhile, Eurotunnel, which operates car and lorry services, said there was a 4-hour wait to board shuttles in France, and the tunnel affected by the fire would remain closed throughout Sunday. Jump media player help out of media player. Press enter to return or tap to continue. Passenger Johnny Chatterton, we were excited that we were finally going to make it, but now, who knows? So agitated. Kim Notman, who is at the Eurotunnel terminal in Calais, told the BBC, I was loaded onto the train at 9:30 GMT with my car and have now been stuck on the train for the last 3 hours. The doors to the train have now been opened because people were getting so agitated. Similarly, Eurostar passenger Professor Irfan Kalik, who is on a train traveling from Paris to London, also faced delays upon entering the tunnel. He told the BBC, we've been here around, I guess, nearly 3 hours now. They've offered free cashew nuts and water to anyone who wants it. People are just sitting here really rather stoically and trying to get on. I do feel for the families who've got very young children. No arrivals at London St Pancras from Paris or Brussels are expected until after 1300 hours o'clock GMT, Eurostar said. Eurostar had advised passengers to check in as normal if they were already booked to travel on Sunday, and those who had been unable to travel on Saturday should not arrive at stations unless they had rebooked. The Eurostar website is showing seats are still available for travel this weekend. Departure boards at St Pancras. The departure boards at St Pancras, London, warned passengers to expect delays. BBC News correspondent Andy Moore said an extra Eurostar train from London to Paris was being laid on, with 800 seats available, in an attempt to ease the queues. Despite the company organizing rebookings, accommodation and refunds, it could be Monday before the backlog is cleared, he added. Eurostar, which operates passenger services between Paris, London, and Brussels, said 26 of its trains were cancelled on Saturday afternoon, affecting at least 12,000 passengers. Eurotunnel services started running again during the night after residue smoke was cleared from one of the tunnels. The company added that it expected to operate a reduced LE shuttle timetable, with 2 departures every 2 hours from both the UK and France. Its customers have been advised to check in as normal. Entrance to Channel Tunnel at Calais on January 17, 2015. The fire broke out near the French side of the Channel Tunnel. Eurostar passengers at St Pancras station on January 17, 2015. Eurostar passengers tried to rebook or get refunds on their tickets. The alarm was raised when 2 CO2 detectors were triggered at 11:25 GMT on Saturday at the French end of the North Tunnel. Eurotunnel said a load on a lorry on board one of its trains, en route from the UK to France, had been smouldering. John Keefe, Eurotunnel's public affairs director, said, "We are in the process of moving the train from the incident site. That will enable us to get our technicians in to clean up and conduct any repairs that'll be necessary." Lines of lorries. Eurotunnel said passengers were safely evacuated from trains in the tunnel, and the fire was quickly brought under control by French emergency services. Jump media player help out of media player. Press enter to return or tap to continue. Passenger Ben Lawton describes how his cabin filled with smoke on Saturday. Firefighters examined the site and a Eurotunnel spokesman said it did not look like there was any significant damage. During the day, at St. Pancras station and in Paris, there were long queues of passengers after services were cancelled. At Folkestone, lines of lorries built up near the Eurotunnel entrance. Eurotunnel had anticipated resuming services on Saturday night through its south tunnel, which was unaffected by the fire. But in a tweet the company said it was taking slightly longer than anticipated to recommence services. We need to be sure any residue smoke cleared completely before we do so. Empty trains were sent through the tunnel to ensure it was clear and customers were offered transfers to ferries until the service recommenced, Eurotunnel said.